I had to do something to get these dogs away from these people.
A hero comes to the rescue when dogs attack.
I don't want to have to live in a toxic area one more day.
Sick families seek help from a famous law firm. And what goes round and round at laundromats can make you sick. These are the stories in the news tonight. This is Tampa Bay's 10 News at 11.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Reginald Roundtree.
And I'm Sue Zelenko. Thanks for joining us tonight. Well, it was a frightening morning for a couple of people who came upon a pack of Rottweilers in Tarpon Springs.
Now, the dogs were supposed to be guarding a junkyard, but somehow they got loose, attacking a woman and sending an elderly man to the hospital. 10 News reporter Ned Roberts has the very latest on how he's doing. Ned?
71-year-old Vincent Gray is home recovering tonight after suffering bites to a hand, his buttocks, and both legs. He's resting on heavy painkillers, according to his wife, but no doubt thankful for the two men who may very well have saved his life.
All it takes is one for dogs like that, and then the rest of the pack just follows along.
Tarpon Springs police officer Frank Ruggiero and Craig Lucas reflect on their morning of mayhem.
She's lucky it came along.
She is the 27-year-old woman Lucas discovered just after 7, holding some of these Rottweilers at bay with her bike.
And she had the bike between her and the dogs, and you could tell the dogs were really wanting to get at her.
Lucas says he managed to separate the dogs from the woman with his pickup truck. The woman climbed in. The dogs ran back here to Pinellas Marine Salvage, where police say 4 of 5 guard dogs had escaped after an electronic security fence wasn't activated.
They were laying right here. And I see him get up and run towards the trail, and I said, oh my God, I hope it isn't a kid.
The trail is the Pinellas Trail, where not a child, but 71-year-old Vincent Gray was walking to work.
So I got alongside of him, grabbed a rake out of the back of my truck, and got out of the truck, started hollering and hooting. And by then he was down like this, trying to get into my truck. Scared the dogs enough so that they went away so he could get in the truck. By then the officer was here.
It was almost like they're a wild pack hunting people.
Though Officer Ruggiero managed to scare the dogs away with the sound of his siren, he initially worried it wouldn't be enough.
Yeah, when I first got out of the car, I wasn't sure if I was going to have to shoot a couple of them or they were going to attack me or what was going to happen.
Soon another officer arrived and the Rottweilers were captured. Gray was sent to the hospital, but Officer Ruggiero says Lucas may have saved his life.
They got him down to one knee before the gentleman helped him out. If he would have actually fell on the ground and they would have been on top of him, I'm sure it would have been a lot worse.
Now, we attempted to speak with the dog's owner, but he declined to speak on camera. Off camera, he said he's sorry for what happened and has offered to pay Gray's medical bills. Meantime, an animal control official says his 5 Rottweilers, which do have current vaccinations, are now under a 10-day quarantine. Following a dangerous dog investigation, they could be returned or euthanized. Either way, the owner, cited last year for not having a guard dog permit, faces about $800 in fines. Reg?
All right, thanks, Ned. The Fish and Wildlife Commission will hold a press conference tomorrow morning about last weekend's black mamba snake bite. Now, Russ Anderson was bitten by his black mamba and taken to Tampa General Hospital. Fish and Wildlife officers say someone removed his reptiles, including the mamba, before officials could take them from his home. Experts say the black mamba kills 98% of the time when it bites. And the Anderson family has asked that no details about his recovery be given out to the media.
New at 11 tonight, a local congregation is reacting to the arrest of a vandal who destroyed the inside of their church. 22-year-old Carl Freudenberger is charged with arson, burglary, and criminal mischief. Investigators say that Freudenberger confessed to breaking into 5 businesses and 2 churches over the weekend. At the Apostles Lutheran Church, stained glass windows were smashed, Christian and American flags were burned, and altar items were strewn around. The church pastor says the incident has only brought the congregation closer.
I've shared with several people that this individual tried to hurt us, and it will probably drive him crazy, but all he has done is bless us, because we've had several churches in the community of different denominations than ours asking if there's anything they can do to help us clean up.
In all, about $20,000 in damage was done. Church officials believe it'll be covered by insurance.
Well, people in Plant City tonight are telling their stories to a law firm with a famous reputation. Aaron Brockovich helped win millions for people who got sick from contaminated groundwater. As 10 News reporter Preston Rudy tells us now, her law firm is talking to people who live near the old Coronet Industries plant. Preston?
Well, Reg, about 60 people who live near the Hillsborough County plant met tonight with a representative from the same firm that Brockovich now works for. The meeting was closed to the media, but of course we know that this all means litigation against Coronet Industries could be on the horizon. Well, one family that attended tonight's meeting says that they did so because of their son.
You guys say you guys say the letter.
Shannon Franco spends several hours a week teaching her son how to speak.
Look at mommy. J.
Nicholas's vocabulary now includes about a dozen words.
D. Good. You can say that one.
But at 2.5, Shannon says her son should be able to say closer to 500 words.
It's so frustrating for him to not be able to speak and tell us what's on his mind or what he saw or what he did at school today, or it's very frustrating for him and for us too.
Nicholas has a rare developmental delay that has severely affected his speech. Francos believe contaminated well water could be to blame.
To me, I mean, we have to think of it as something lethal because we really don't know at this point.
The Francos moved into their home 3 months into Shannon's pregnancy. It's located about a mile from Coronet Industries. The more the Francos hear about the controversial plant, the more they believe there is a link between Coronet and residents' health problems.
You know, when it quacks like a duck, it looks like a duck, it's a duck. And to us, there's just too many coincidences. There's too many children that are sick. There's too many kids that have this problem for it to be just a coincidence. You want to read Barney?
For example, Nicholas is not the first child to live in this house and have a speech problem. Shannon says the family that sold them their house had a son with the same rare developmental delay.
Let's wipe your hands.
Leaving nothing to chance, Nicholas is not allowed to wash his hands or face with water. The family doesn't drink tap water, and Nicholas never bathes at home. In fact, 5 nights a week, he sleeps at Grandma's. It's certainly not ideal, but it's life for this family as they search for answers.
I think one of the biggest fears is we just don't know. We just don't know, and on top of that, no one's telling us anything.
Now, tomorrow night, state officials will be holding a town meeting with residents to discuss Coronet Industries and recent well testing. Remember, a task force is also investigating allegations that Coronet workers were ordered to illegally dump hazardous waste, allegations that the company denies. One other note, this story is about to get some big-time national coverage. A crew from CBS's 48 Hours is in the Bay Area interviewing families. They're also expected to be at tomorrow night's meeting. Sue?
We have an update tonight to a growing mosquito problem in Sarasota County. The health department says 6 sentinel chickens have tested positive for the West Nile virus. Officials are now warning people to wear long sleeves and to use insect repellent if they're outdoors at dusk or dawn. The health department says standing water from the recent flooding has led to a big increase in mosquito activity. Now, there's also an alert tonight about Eastern equine encephalitis. It's a mosquito-transmitted disease that mainly affects horses. State health officials say there's been a 700% increase in the number of cases in Florida this year. Although many horse owners have their animals vaccinated, they still worry about the disease.
I have 5 children, but with these 2, I have 7. This is my child. I wouldn't get rid of either one of them. And if anything happened, I think that would be devastating.
Although the Centers for Disease Control says there have only been 153 human cases since 1964, the disease is fatal about half the time, and there's no vaccination for humans.
Well, some new billboards are popping up all around the Bay Area. It's not advertising. These are Amber Alerts, and the state hopes they help find missing children. This sign on US 41 has a photo of Zachary Bernhardt, who disappeared from Clearwater 3 years ago. Now, the Florida Department of Law Enforcement is planning 20 billboards across Florida. The agency will also use email alerts to put out the word on missing children. Hillsborough Sheriff's deputies tonight are investigating the death of a 2-year-old boy, and they've arrested the man who was supposed to be taking care of him. 35-year-old Richard Logsdon is charged with aggravated child abuse. Now, Logsdon was arrested after 2-year-old Joshua Cruz was rushed to Tampa General Hospital. The child died last week of severe injuries. Logsdon may face new charges when the investigation is finally completed. People in West Virginia are on edge tonight as authorities investigate a series of murders similar to last year's sniper shootings in the D.C. area. So far, 3 people have been killed from a single bullet fired from the same type of weapon. Authorities say in all of the cases, the victims were standing outside convenience stores or gas stations. Today, officers patrol the streets in cars, on bicycles, and by foot. Authorities say they have some solid leads and are getting help from those familiar with last year's sniper case.
At the present time, we have the agents that worked that particular case. They're on board with us and giving us some good advice.
Today, authorities urged the shooter to contact them, and they announced a possible vehicle description: a dark-colored or maroon full-size truck.
The first peak demand day after the worst blackout in U.S. history appears to have gone well. Tonight, President Bush got involved, urging energy officials to find out what caused that massive power outage so they can make the needed changes. Now, for the most part, life has returned to normal for the millions of Americans and Canadians who were left in the dark on Thursday and most of Friday, even over the weekend. There are still some boil water alerts in Ohio. Some Michigan beaches are still closed because of sewage leaks. And many people are now being told to cut back on their energy use. While some are just happy that it's over, others are furious it happened in the first place.
So far, so good. It feels great to be air conditioners working, trains are on time, everything's going well.
They haven't done things in years to improve the system.
And take a look at this satellite image from the U.S. Air Force. It shows the cities affected by the power outage the day before the blackout. Now, take a look. This is August 14th during the blackout. Toronto, Ottawa, Buffalo, Long Island in the dark. If you want to see these photos again, just log on to our website. It's tampabays10.com and look under the weather page for the blackout link. It's quite the sight.
Yes, indeed. Well, the crew of the new John Travolta movie, The Punisher, got a special visit on the set today. Governor Bush stopped by Honeymoon Island to check out today's filming. We'll hear more about the governor's visit. Plus, we'll hear from some actors from Florida who have a role in the film.
And there's something lurking at the laundromat beneath the bubbles. Swimming in the suds, dangerous, possibly deadly bacteria. We'll tell you all about it just ahead in 10 News Health.
And can the Bucks make it 3-0 in the preseason? We'll have the highlights, plus a live report from St. Louis later in sports. Randy?
And I'm Randy Roush in for Dick Fletcher tonight. Some neighborhoods may wake up to some rain showers. I'll have details on that right when we come back.
Tampa Bay's 10 News closed captioning is sponsored in part by Chevy.
Light and day is more than you'll say. Just follow the day. Follow the day and reach the sun.
Will you look at this?
Cooper Tilson's latest documentary is about his new home.
What's all this stuff? We bought the house and the contents.
And it's pulling him into a mystery.
Oh my God.
Because the crime he's investigating is not only unsolved.
Do you know what you're getting yourself into?
It's unfinished.
Let's get out of here.
Dennis Quaid, Sharon Stone.
Get out of my house!
Cold Creek Manor, rated R, starts September 12th.
It's the unexpected touches that make an anniversary special. So hurry in to the Lincoln Mercury Anniversary Clearance before time runs out for end of the model year savings on every Lincoln and Mercury, including our great lineup of SUVs, Lincoln Navigator, the new Lincoln Aviator, and the award-winning Mercury Mountaineer with no-charge leather seating. Now get 0% APR for 60 months or up to $4,000 cash back, plus your dealer's best model year end price. So get to our big anniversary clearance before time runs out.
The movie The Punisher is being made in the Tampa Bay area, and crews have been shooting at various locations.
Right now, parts of the Pinellas Coast are being transformed into, get this, Puerto Rico. And as 10 News reporter Catherine Bursch explains, politicians, business leaders, and actors would like to see more movie action in the state.
It may be called Honeymoon Island, but not everyone here is relaxing. At this end of the state park, movie makers are hard at work on The Punisher. The water, the breezes, the beach house here play the part of Puerto Rico in the film, and playing members of the Punisher's family, Karen Justman and Charles Carpenter.
It's thrilling. It's exciting to be here on the set.
Both Justman and Carpenter are actors from Orlando, and they'd love to see Florida become Hollywood East.
We have a lot of talent here in Florida, whether it's actors, actresses, stunt people, all the film crew. There's a lot of talent here.
Governor Jeb Bush would agree. He visited the movie set today and says he's working to make Florida film-friendly. And that starts with no cameo appearances by the Gov.
No, I want the film to be successful, so therefore I didn't volunteer myself for it.
But beyond the glitz and glam of movie making is the money. On any given day, there could be 300 people working on the movie, so all those people are staying at local hotels, eating at local restaurants, even doing their dry cleaning. So when it's all said and done, it's estimated The Punisher will pump $6 million into the Tampa Bay economy. And Tampa Bay business leaders hope this honeymoon turns into a happy Hollywood marriage. In Dunedin, Catherine Bush, Tampa Bay's 10 News.
This is going to be like an action movie. When you say Punisher, I'm
Yeah,
picturing
what is it
somebody
about?
like, you know, knocking somebody out or something.
And that's
with
what
a
you
black
want?
mamba snake coming out of the closet.
No,
Don't
no
think-
mambas.
I hear you.
How you doing?
Good, very good.
Very nice.
She's in a good mood tonight.
Why is that?
First day back from vacation.
Oh, that's right.
That's
you were
right.
in Colorado,
Yeah,
and you had your
60
picture,
65 degrees.
and you had your picture with somebody famous.
Goldie Hawn,
And-
Kate Hudson, her daughter.
Oh.
Yeah, ran into him on the street.
Just
bumped into him.
Just walking right on.
We
We know
did.
where she
She
stays.
hangs out with the big
yeah,
time.
yeah. I'm at the Motel 6 when I go to Aspen. Take a look around town today. Beautiful day. In fact, a nice shot around Tampa Bay. In fact, a little rain shower activity across most of the area. Most of the showers were well to our east this afternoon. In fact, let's turn on live double Doppler right now. We'll show you some of the rain showers. Anything that's close to us really is into the Gulf of Mexico right now. Some very, very light shower activity sitting down here. Most of it will not make it on shore right now. We'll stay dry tonight, but tomorrow morning, and I'll show you a 10 predictor here in a minute, we'll mainly see some coastal showers at around 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. All right, our official high today in and around the Bay Area in the upper 80s, 89. Low this morning, 78. Not a record, though, 95 going back to 1951. Many of our weather watchers reporting highs in the upper 80s to lower 90s today. Margaret Vieira in Missouri Town reported a high of 89 degrees. Most spots saw very, very little precipitation, 94 in Lakeland, according to Lori Gordon. Most of the showers stayed inland, mainly into some of the interior sections from Lake County, Polk County, some of the heavier rain, and then further to the north, northeast, on and around Seminole and Orange counties, also some heavy rain. Most of it has died down, and it'll stay that way through the nighttime hours. Right now, 80 degrees in the Tampa Bay area, 74 in Brooksville, 79 in St. Pete, 76 in Sarasota. By tomorrow morning, 75 in Brandon, 76 in Pinellas Park. And then tomorrow afternoon, another hot and humid day, 89 at Clearwater, 92 at Pinellas Park, and 89 tomorrow afternoon in Riverview. This is the way 10 Predictor shows us. Most of the rain showers along the coastal areas in the early morning hours. Interior sections stay dry in the morning, but then by the afternoon and evening hours, most of the showers will be well into some of the inland areas. If you're traveling tomorrow, well, early in the morning, Boston, 63 degrees. Nice morning up around Washington, D.C., and then the heat comes in, not into the northeast, but parts of the plains and into the Midwest. Dallas will rise up to 99 degrees tomorrow, 96 in St. Louis. It's going to be warm. Also around Amarillo, Oklahoma City, Little Rock, Arkansas. Many spots will be close to 100 degrees. You plug in the heat and humidity, spots will be nearing 110 in some locations. The tropics quiet tonight. One note, though, a couple of tropical waves coming off the coast of Africa. You can almost see them on the bottom of your television screen here. Still a long way to travel before we know that these things are even going to be a threat in the tropics. Again, we'll keep you posted over the next couple of days. Moving into a high tide into the early morning hours, sunrise 7:03. Again, by 6 in the morning, 75 degrees. Some showers along some of the coastal areas, and then the interior sections get the showers later in the afternoon. That'll be the story for the next couple of days, not only tomorrow, but on into Wednesday. By Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we'll get back to a more of a southeasterly flow, and all that's going to mean is just mainly afternoon showers instead.
So if they're shooting for that movie, The Punisher, shoot in the morning.
That's the best way to do any kind of movie in Florida in the summertime, is shoot it very, very early.
Get it done.
Yep.
Thank you, sir.
Well, do you take your washing to a laundromat? If so, listen closely. Many laundry machines look clean, but it's what's lurking in them that's an eye-opener. Samples were taken from 3 different laundromats in the Miami-Dade area, and they were sent to a lab for testing. Well, 2 of those washers were loaded with bacteria.
Measurements were that the bacterial levels were in the millions of counts. We identified the fact that the coliforms which were present were E. coli, and this was a significant finding.
So if you have to use a public washer, health experts suggest using bleach. They also say you should always use a dryer because it helps kill any germs. One other note here, experts also say your home machine is safer because it's not used constantly like those in a laundromat, so there's less opportunity for the bacteria to grow. Well, Warren Sapp and the Bucks squared off tonight against Kurt Warner and the Rams.
So, did they pull off another win? Big John's got all of the highlights coming up. Plus, we'll have a live report from St. Louis. Stay with us. Sports is coming up next.
Tampa Bay's 10 weather is brought to you by the law firm of Kinney, Fernandez & Boyer.
The weekend is like a party here. Between the music, the family members. So the grill is going all day. Oh, I love cooking for people. Oh yeah, a whole lot of food. To make an excellent dish, I think you need the freshest and the best ingredients. That's where the Walmart Supercenter comes in. We get everything that we need here. When you have kids, it's a good thing. Walmart Supercenter, I think, is my toy store. He does try every single hat. Yeah, they gotta look good. I like to save every penny that I can. Low prices are here. Walmart Supercenter. It's a happening place.
Get to Mazda's zero-time event one way or another. Get 0.0% APR financing for 5 full years or up to $2,500 cash back on thousands of 2003 Mazdas, like Mazda 6 and Mazda Protege. That's 0% financing for 5 years or up to $2,500 cash back on 2003 Mazda 6 and Protege. See your Mazda dealer for a test drive. You've got zero time to wait.
One way or another, I'm gonna see ya.
I've been around, you know I can't stay forever.
The Jeep Summer Sales Drive is almost over. Get in now or miss out on great deals on Liberty, the best-selling vehicle in its class.
When I'm finally gone, I'm gonna be gone without a trace.
Like 0% financing for 60 months or $1,000 cash allowance, plus our 7-year, 70,000-mile powertrain limited warranty on Jeep Liberty. So get to your local Jeep dealer before the Summer Sales Drive ends.
You are my number one.
Ever find yourself in need of expert advice? Tampa Bay's 10 is putting valuable information right at your fingertips. Just log on to tampabays10.com and click on Eye on the Experts for expert advice from Bay Area professionals. To find out about the best built sheds, click on Florida Shed. Click on Bay City Plywood for information on kitchen and bath cabinets and ceramic tile. For all of your mobility needs, click on the expert, Mobility Express. tampabays10.com, where expert advice is just a click away.
The following offer has been approved for viewing audiences. Chevrolet presents Summer Drive 2, The Max. Featuring 0% APR for 60 months on most 2003 Chevy trucks and SUVs. Or up to $4,000 cash back on select 2003 Chevy trucks and SUVs. See your Southern Chevy dealer today.
You're watching Tampa Bay's 10 News on WTSP.
The pained look on Keyshawn Johnson's face says it all. The Bucks going down to defeat for the first time in the preseason, the first time in almost 8 months. The Rams taking it to Tampa Bay on Monday Night Football.
That's not a pretty picture.
No, the
Not
Rams
a
look
pretty
good.
picture.
Bucks were a little flat, but what I did like,
What'd you like?
again, was Chris Simpson.
Oh, he looks good.
They were knocking him around in that third quarter, but he kept his composure. He had himself a couple of touchdown passes. So it's, it's just the preseason.
I think Mr. Ed Hockley was a busy ref tonight. There was an
a
awful
lot of
lot of
penalties.
flag throwing tonight.
Taunting stuff on the sidelines. You got to knock that
That's
stuff off
preseason.
preseason.
We'll get it over with.
Just,
You know how it is.
yeah, I know how it is. The Bucks have had the Rams number on Monday Night Football, at least during the regular season. But this Rams team is looking to send a message during the preseason that with a healthy Kurt Warner, they will be Super Bowl contenders once again. And Warner came out firing in the first half tonight. 7 of 7, 55 yards. While he was in there, Warner hooking up with Torrey Holt. Opening drive, that's inside the Bucks 10. With the Rams, drive stalled when Derek Brooks stops Lamar Gordon behind the line of scrimmage. The Rams had to settle for a field goal. It was 3-0 after one. Opening minute, second quarter, Brad Johnson hooking up with Keyshawn. But Keyshawn, you got to hold on to the darn ball. Kim Herring returns it 61 yards the other way. 16-0 Rams. That was at halftime. in the second half, and the rookie Chris Sims got an NFL education. His first series, sacked not once but twice, was 3 and out for Sims and the Bucks, but he recovered nicely. Next series, he leads the Bucks right down the field and then tosses a perfect 9-yard TD pass to Charles Lee in the end zone. Those two also combined on a 2-point conversion. 16-8 ball game, and the Rams didn't flinch. They get it back, punch it in. Arlen Harris up the gut, 7 yards. Poor tackling by the Bucks. Rams go on to win this thing. 26-16 was the final. So take a look at some of the quarterback numbers for the starters. Brad Johnson, 7 of 9, 55 yards. Kurt Warner looked good. He was a perfect 7 out of 7, also 55 yards. But the rookie Chris Sims had himself a ball game. 10 of 13, 86 yards. He also had 2 touchdowns. Angela Jacobs now joins us live from St. Louis, where she's been covering tonight's ball game. Angela, the Rams look sharp. The Bucks okay. A Keyshawn fumble and some poor tackling in the second half kind of did them in tonight.
That's right. Okay is a good assessment for the first half, that is. Coach Gruden clearly not happy with the field position, not happy with the penalties. I think they had something like 8 for 71 yards in the first half. But let's get to the second half, where some bright spots emerged, and one is with me right now, wide receiver Charles Lee. Charles, the game for you tonight, you looked really good.
Thank you very much.
And let's just talk about what you guys were facing out there and the momentum of the game.
We came out early in the game, shot ourselves in the foot, had a couple foolish penalties, which is uncharacteristic of us. It was just really frustrating. So we tried to come out the second half and just focus and just play our style of football.
What do you have to say about Chris Sims' play tonight? I mean, obviously he had a rough time early on, a few sacks there, but then injured his thumb and then came back to turn things around.
Well, I definitely think Chris is going to be a good player. He showed a lot of mental toughness tonight, well as physical toughness. He got beat up a little bit, like you said earlier, a couple sacks. But, Chris, he's been having a good training camp, and he's just been plugging away. He's continuing to make good throws, going through his reads. So definitely excited about Chris.
Let's not forget how tough some training camps are for the players who are trying to make the team. What's the mood out there? Is there pressure with guys that are obviously playing for jobs right now?
I think for some guys maybe there's pressure, but Coach Gruden, he always says you either apply it or you feel it, and it's definitely, you can't worry about it. It's certain things that you can control and certain things that you can't. Whether or not you're going to make the team or not, you have no control over that, because they're going to keep who they want to keep. The only thing you can do is control your play, go out there and just bust tail, day in and day out.
Charles, thanks so much for joining us. A nice night for you. Next up for the Bucks, Jacksonville on Saturday.
All right, thank you, Angela, and I think Charles Lee made the Bucks team tonight. He had a great game. Thank you. That's right. Angela Jacobs reporting live from St. Louis. Now, before tonight's game, Tampa native, former Jefferson High star, now St. Louis Cardinals manager Tony La Russa was down on the field. La Russa, who was thrown out of last night's game against the Phillies, in better spirits tonight, visited with John Gruden during warm-ups. Angela Jacobs asked La Russa who he was rooting for tonight.
I'm a Coach fan. I know I'm from Tampa, but I play here in St. Louis. I've got to know Coach Martz really well, but I just told John, I met John in Oakland. I love John Gruden, so it's a real tough call.
Stayed on the fence for that one. And it appears the Bucks and defensive tackle Booger McFarland are close to finalizing a huge contract extension. The bonus money alone said to be close to $10 million. The deal itself, 6 years, $30 million. At age 25, McFarland, one of the top linemen in the league. The Bucks want him in Tampa for the long term. To some baseball now, and the Rays wrapping up their 4-game series in Cleveland tonight, looking for a split. In fact, Lou Piniella working with his hitters. Julio Lugo taking some notes and smoking it. Right here, a solo home run. First to 2 on the night. He has 7 on the season now. But we have to fast forward all the way to the 13th. The game tied at 4, and Carl Crawford bounces one up the middle. The Rays going on to beat the Tribe. It took extra innings. 7-4 was the final. And finally, our late-night highlight takes us to Chicago White Sox and Angels. Former Hillsborough High star Carl Everett with the shot to the gap in right center. And watch former Brandon High star Joan Figgins with the diving catch. A local connection combining tonight on your late-night highlight. The local guys.
Good stuff, man.
Yeah, thanks.
You, sir.
Back with your wake-up weather.
Tampa Bay's 10 News Weather on Demand is sponsored in part by Morgan, Colling, and Gilbert. For the people.
At the beginning of the year, I remind everyone in our firm that the client is the boss.
They are our employer, and we are their employee. It's a privilege to be chosen to represent a new client. It should never be taken for granted. Gratitude is not strong enough a word to thank the thousands of people who have hired Morgan, Colling & Gilbert. For the people is not just a slogan, it's how we conduct business.
It's the unexpected touches that make an anniversary special. So hurry in to the Lincoln Mercury Anniversary Clearance before time runs out for end-of-the-model year savings on every Lincoln and Mercury, including our great lineup of SUVs, Lincoln Navigator, the new Lincoln Aviator, and the award-winning Mercury Mountaineer with no-charge leather seating. Now get 0% APR for 60 months or up to $4,000 cash back, plus your dealer's best model year-end price. So get to our big anniversary clearance before time runs out.
It's clearance time on the biggest selection of Toyota cars. Check out the legendary 2003 Toyota Camry and get $1,000 cash back on the car that's cool enough to be the best-selling car in America. That's $1,000 cash back on all models of the roomier, more powerful 2003 Camry. See your local dealer today or visit buyatoyota.com. Toyota time. The time is now.
How many sofas can Sofa Express deliver tomorrow? And there's even more. And custom orders, too. So many sofas, so little time.
Here's a day home tomorrow.
Are you sure about this? So this is that hill descent control feature. Right.
The acclaimed Freelanders with hill descent and four-wheel traction control standard.
So what'd you think?
Piece of cake.
Test one and yourself on the rock course at your Land Rover Center. Land Rover, the most well-traveled vehicles on Earth. The Freelander available with 0% APR financing.
Back to the wake-up weather.
Maybe some coastal showers in a few locations tomorrow morning. Otherwise, everyone else will see the showers tomorrow afternoon.
All right, thanks, Randy.
You gonna run that 20 miles tomorrow?
I might do a mile or two.
Yeah. Have a good night, folks.
See you tomorrow,
Thank
same
you.
time.
The car of your dreams is waiting. The Infiniti FX and Motor Trend's 2003 Car of the Year, the G35 and G35 Coupe. Visit Infiniti's limited engagement sales event. But hurry, with special APR financing on select models, the car of your dreams could be gone.
The Force. Authentic.
Oh, I think we're kicking a few G's here. I can't feel my face, I'm numb.
The sensation. Real.
I can't lift my hand. Is there still gravity?
The experience. Unbelievable.
Dad, are we still in the building?
New mission space at Epcot. Like no thrill on Earth.
Ever find yourself in need of expert advice? Tampa Bay's 10 is putting valuable information right at your fingertips. Just log on to tampabays10.com and click on Eye on the Experts for expert advice from Bay Area professionals. When you need blood tests, click on Quest Diagnostics for the patient service center nearest you. Click on A+ Fireplaces Granite and Marble for all your fireplace and countertop needs. For collision repair and auto painting, click on Mako, America's Body Shop. tampabays10.com, where expert advice is just a click away.
Introducing a new level of performance from Acura. The all-new TSX.
Room service.
Your grape nuts, sir.
It'd take 4 bowls of grape nuts to get the B vitamins in just 1 bowl of total.
That's a manly breakfast. Your raisin bran.
10 bowls to equal the zinc in total.
I'll keep the gym open. Your special K, Miz.
40 bowls to equal the calcium in total.
Late checkout this morning?
You need Total. It's got a 100% daily value of 12 vitamins and minerals. No other leading cereal comes close.
Bowl of Total,
I'll take
please.
Total.
Kitchen's just closed.
Total Raisin Bran. 1 bowl, 100%.
Emotions run high as America decides who will go next. Cupid Live, CBS Tuesday.